Hello and welcome to one more week for a lesson. Today we're going to talk about the things that we did for our class and a lot of the stuff that we went through. It was quite a bit, but quite a bit of the same. So I don't know if it's quite a bit of work because it was a lot copy and paste and then change the name. First, we had to install MongoDB. And let me show you a little bit here. I'm already in the shell and using CMS. And then we had to import all of the contacts to our database. And to do that, we just had to put the command db dot the name of the documents or messages, and then insert many, and then copy and paste all the contacts that the lesson gave us. And then everything got added to our database right here. So if you see CMS, we have 4 database, 4 folders per se, and then it has all the database there. We had to add one for ourselves. And also messages, since it was only one message, we had to do instead of insert many, we just did insert, and to add this one object that they wanted us to add. We also had to do sequences, which is this. And that's about it on this part. And to use this, we have to browse to our to the bin folder, and then we send this command mongo, and it will start the database. And then after that, we need to go to, sorry, I was trying to find some other commands here, so that's why we see the help there. All we need to do is go use CMS, and it will switch to CMS, and then you do your commands there to add to the Mongo database. You can also update here. You don't have to do it from the you don't have to do it from the command. Whichever is easier for you. The command will update the stuff there, and in here you also can update. You can add your data. You can import a JSON file as well, and you will import all of the script for you as well. I didn't try actually adding from here, so I'm pretty sure it works because I don't see why not. And everything else is done by the default database. Once we did that, let me minimize there. We had to go and test it, see if it worked, and it did. But we had to go to our server.js. Now this thing, I did it last week to add these 3 messages because I was researching on how to do it, because I thought I had to insert the code here already. And I saw many examples. I researched on how to do it everywhere, and it was pretty straightforward. Do a constant message routes. But now in this week, they gave us the code. So it's double work. Anyways, so we had to add this and also add the routes here. So we would go to the routes that we have. We also had to create, let's see. We also had to change, let's not go to source, but to our routes. So contacts, they pretty much give us the coding here. to get the list of contacts and then post and then update the information and then delete, of course. And same for documents and messages. And we have the sequence generator JS that we had to put it in. And we had to add all of this code that was given to us in the lesson. Then after that, on model, we had to change pretty much same models. It's a little bit different because we had to use as required. So they give us this example of the document schema, which we pretty much followed the example on all of the other ones. And we had to have the sequence.js added to the models as well. So anyways, documents, we had to add the group. As is said in the instructions, we had to reference contact and any reference as an object type. After that, we had to go to each service. So let's start with the document service. So if we go service.document, and we had to copy and paste the add document, but we had to change everything to the local host to use our new database to work. So we changed the local host and we had to add the add document. Now, because we're not using the, okay, then add document, this will add the document. There's nothing to change there. It's already, so they gave us the complete function for us. And then update document. Now update document, since we're not using the _ID, _ID, I just comment that out because all we're using for right now, so far, is this part right here. And then update, and then we had to create a function for sort and send. Now we had the store function before. And before we actually had all this code over here, we had this kind of code here to create a duplicate. And that's pretty much what we had to do for the sort and send. And then this is about it. And then they gave us the delete document, same as the week before. And same thing was done for messages. Sorry, I just commented some of the code here. I just want to keep those codes so I don't lose it because it gives me a reference on what to do later on. Same with message and same pretty much with contacts. So we put the new localhost contacts and then the add contact, update contact, delete contact, and the sort and send. I'm keeping this code here as well because I think this code is very useful, especially if we're using a Firebase IO. And so if like for a final project or something, I wanted to use the Firebase IO instead of MongoDB, I can use that. So let's launch the code, see if everything works. That's pretty much all we had to do this time. So let me see, let's go node and server.js. And we are on the CMS folder right here. And it's connected to the database. API is running on the local host. Let's go here. And then we go localhost 3000. And we can see the documents there. So that part is working. Let's add a document here. URL, speed test, just like what we were doing before. I'm just gonna put the description as this is a test. If we add the document's there. If we delete the document goes away. So that part is working as it should. Messages, group size. I'm just typing here. He adds the message just like he did before, and he keeps it there. Contacts, pretty much the same, still working. And the groups down there. So if we add a new contact, I'm glad it's just auto-populating by now. I'm gonna put this picture here from Facebook. I'm gonna add this. Oh, it's still working. I'm gonna save. And if we go here, it's all there. Contact is still there. That is all recorded in the database. And if we refresh the database right now, we can go to contacts. You just added that contact right here or somewhere. Yeah, you contact right there, the database, and so it's still there. So if we hit save, still there. And if we delete, it deletes it away. That's pretty much it. So far, everything is working as it should. I don't want to delete this guy because if he goes away, I don't remember what contact he has and his information. But yeah, everything is working as it should so far. And that's all we have for today. Thank you very much.